Hello and welcome back. I hope you really enjoyed the previous session where we download the R software. And in this tutorial, we'll download a proprietary software called RStudio. So go to Google and type in RStudio. That will take us to this particular page. It's called RStudio, open source and professional software for data. So just click on this. This is the parent website of the RStudio, rstudio.com. Yeah, so in this product you can see RStudio, the Premier ID for R and RStudio server, Signage server and R packages. Let's click the RStudio. And this is the RStudio desktop. So there are two versions of RStudio. One is the RStudio desktop, and this is the centralized access and computation facility we call RStudio server. And we'll be downloading the open source edition, which is the RStudio open source, and there's an additional thing called the Desktop Pro, where it's a commercial license for the organization, and this is not an open source thing. And the server is also open source edition, as well as the proprietary or servers Pro. And this is what you get in open source in the professional edition. In the open source, you'll get the access to RStudio IDE and computational close to the data and scale compute and RAM centrally, and this are the features that's are pretty common in terms of open source and professional editors. But project sharing, multiple R versions and multiple R sessions and load balancing, then the administrative dashboards and all, they're not part of open source. Advanced R session management and data connectivity, launchers, tutorial, API and remote sessions were not part of the open source, but it's for the professional edition. For this course, you can probably take a look at the open source. Once you're competent enough in performing your functionalities in open source, you can always extend your programming skills to the next version, which is the professional edition, and you can enjoy the other benefits of the professional edition as well. For this course, the open source software is more than sufficient, and you can download it from here. It's called Download RStudio Desktop, which is the uh, open source thing. Desktop Pro, which is the $995 per year, and you can download it for trial version. I mean, download it for some period of time. It's a trial version is also available, but I recommend you to download RStudio Desktop. It's a free, and that will take us to this. But in this, probably you can uh, clearly look at the functionalities of the open source as well as the commercial versions. And this is the desktop version, and this is the server based version. It's open source, as well as the what do you call the commercial license. Commercial licenses are 4,975 per year and for 5 users. And this is the desktop version for commercial use is $995 per year, and this free is you don't have to pay anything. So just we'll be using desktop version and open source desktop version, so download it for free. And just say requires R3.01. Yeah, we already have installed R4, so it's the prerequisite is met. And then download RStudio for Windows. So I'm going to click download RStudio for Windows, and that will take some time to download. It's pretty heavy file of 164 MB. It's pretty much the same like installing the other softwares. And in the next lecture, we'll see how to install these particular softwares. I see you next time. Bye bye.